All right, Kiki, I know you are 0 for 7 at the plate, but it's the 16th inning. We don't have any relief pitchers left. You got to get us the W, okay? You got this. And you know what? We'll even play your song, okay? We'll even play your song. Hit it.
Kiki, do you love me?
Out toward right center field. Bellinger going back. He'll just walk.
Whoa, 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 whoa. He just gave a home run. Cut it. Cut it. I love making these types of videos. That intro was actually kind of funny to me. And one little fun fact about the clip that we actually started the video with Kiki Hernandez going 0 for 7 and then giving up a walk-off home run. That's the first time in Major League Baseball history that has happened. So I'm sorry, Mr. Kiki. That is a very rough day on the ball field, and I just want to say I'm sorry. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap video. So now that we have the funny intro out the way, we can kind of dig deep a little bit into the trades that have been happening, because the first trade that we have, my gosh, the Yankees are beginning to fleece the entire league. The Yankees acquired Zach Britton from the Baltimore Orioles. They traded a couple prospects. I think the biggest one that people know of is Dylan Tate. They also got Josh Rogers and a third player. But the Yankees, they're so good at getting players and making, oh god, it's not fair. The reason why I say that they're so good, they're not very good at signing rotation pitchers, because the only really good pitcher that they have is Luis Severino. Masahiro Tanaka is starting to throw a little bit better. CC Sabathia has a 3.74 ERA, not the best, and Sonny Gray is finally starting to be Sonny Gray again. So you never know with their rotation, but in terms of their bullpen, my goodness, this might be historic. But remember how I was saying the Yankees were starting to fleece Major League Baseball? It's because a few years ago, okay, when the Cubs were going for the World Series title, the Cubs traded their #1 prospect, Gleyber Torres, for Aroldis Chapman. So Aroldis Chapman went to the Cubs, they won the World Series, and then he went back to the Yankees. So the Yankees ended up getting Chapman back. They got their starting second baseman, who was just named to the All-Star team. They got Zach Britton in return. So you have Zach Britton, Aroldis Chapman, David Robertson, you have Dellin Betances, Chad Green, even Tommy Kahnle can get in there, but I know he's injured, but that's a bullpen for the ages. And then you got Gleyber Torres on top of that, and you only had to give up Dylan Tate. The Yankees are on fire. And I'm not even a Yankees fan, but they had to do this considering their rotation is not the best, okay? The most that their pitchers usually go is like 5 to 6 innings. So now that you have Britton, Betances, Chapman, you don't have to go 6 or 7 innings every single time. So they're playing it smart. They might not be able to require a starting pitcher like the Red Sox. Breaking news, mind you, the Red Sox just acquired Nathan Eovaldi from the Tampa Bay Rays. He's got like a 4.24 ERA, so he's not really amazing, but he can still get it done. So now I'm going to kick it back to you guys, okay? I'm going to need your help in the comment section down below. After seeing the Yankees get Zach Britton and after seeing the Red Sox get Nathan Eovaldi, who do you think is going to finish #1 in that division? And I'll even add a little bit more sauce to it. Do you think the Yankees are now the best team in all of baseball, considering they had the best bullpen and they just added Zach Britton to it? What do you guys think? Do you think it's the Yankees? Do you think it's the Red Sox, the Cubs, the Brewers? The Pirates are up and coming, 11 straight wins. Promise you guys I was going to bring it up. Was it the Indians? Who is the best team in baseball right now? And speaking of the Pirates, because we posted a video yesterday, I think this was the #1 comment in my video from yesterday, is, why aren't you talking about the Pirates? Why aren't you talking about the Pirates? They're at 10 games. Well, now they're at 11 games, so it's even better to talk about. And one player I want to mention is Starling Marte.
This ball cracked toward left field, going back toward the wall, and it is gone! This is absolutely unbelievable! Starling Marte, a first-inning partay in Cleveland. It's a 17-game hitting streak.
Starling Marte is putting up an MVP season. Check out this guy's stats. Starling Marte has a 292 average, 15 or so home runs, 50 RBIs, 25 stolen bases. I mean, the guy's on a 17-game hitting streak. He's putting up an MVP candidate season along with his teammate, Corey Dickerson. The Dick is absolutely on fire right now. And one thing to add to that as well is Corey Dickerson has never been a great defender. That's why he's never been a high rating in MLB The Show 18. But he does not have a single error on this season, and he has 7 outfield assists. So he's throwing guys out. He's not making any errors. Starling Marte is doing his thing. Watch out for the Pirates going forward, because they might rip off a few more wins, maybe get to that. What if they get to 20 wins in a row? That would be insane. And also, shout out to my boy Nick Kingham. The Pirates started doing really well as soon as Nick Kingham was called up, so you might see them push the Brewers and the Cubs for the best team in the NL Central. Our next story is coming out from Arlington. I think it was in Arlington, yeah. So the Oakland Athletics, they were down by 8 runs in the 6th or 7th inning, and they came all the way back to destroy the Rangers.
Davis hits a high drive left field. Rua's going back. Rua at the wall, and that baby's gone. 13-10 lead.
If you guys watch basketball or football, have you ever heard the phrase unanswered points? What that means is that your team scores and the other team does not. So if we relate that back to baseball, the Oakland Athletics put up 11 unanswered runs and the Texas Rangers just had no answer for them. And one player I want to mention, actually two players I want to mention, three players. The A's, they got some up-and-coming players. Matt Chapman is one of the most underrated third basemen in all of baseball, considering he has a cannon. He's got a gold glove. I think he's up to like 16 or something home runs, so he's really good. Chris Davis is probably the most underrated power hitter of the last 5 years. I think he's ripped off 40-plus home runs and 100 RBIs the last 2 seasons, and he's going to do it again this year. And then Steven Piscotty, yes, he has a 263 average, but in the last couple games, he is on fire. So watch out for the A's. I'm not saying that they're going to win the division or anything like that, but going forward, they do have the pieces. If they add maybe a few more rotation pitchers, you might see them make a push for the AL West.
No-hitter is done. The base hit by Votto into right. And the Cardinal fans applaud Austin Gomber.
Joey Votto, oh man, he destroyed this kid's dreams. I feel so bad for this guy. Austin Gomber of the St. Louis Cardinals almost threw a no-hitter, but of course, Joey Votto doing Joey Votto things. He chokes up on the bat, he takes an inside fastball and ruined this guy's shot at a no-hitter. I think he went 6 2/3 innings, which is really crazy because Ponce de Leon, another rookie for the Cardinals, just went 7 no-hit innings, so they have some pretty good prospects up and coming. I don't know, they got some good prospects. Carlos Martinez is really good. Tommy Pham is starting to come alive. Dexter Fowler is doing his things, but Joey Votto, one of the best hitters that we've ever seen in the last decade, to be honest with you. This guy might be a Hall of Famer without the counting stats, because I don't think he's going to get to 3,000 hits or anything like that. But to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen a better pure hitter than Joey Votto in the last couple years. I mean, let me know in the comment section down below if you think that there's been a better pure hitter than Joey Votto, because he does it all. He hits for average, he walks, he hits home runs, he gets RBIs, he gets 200 hits sometimes if he wants to. So Joey Votto, probably my favorite first baseman in the entire league, one of the best hitters in all of baseball. But why'd you got to do that to him, man? He's just a rookie, okay? He's just a young boy. He has a family. Why don't you just give him that no-hitter, okay? I feel like if I was a Major League Baseball player and there was a rookie throwing a no-hitter, I might maybe not choke up on the bat, maybe do everything I can to get out. Maybe that's just me. I'm just a really nice guy. But Joey Votto, he has ice in his veins. He is not trying to go 0 for 3, 0 for 4 at the dish. So he will do whatever it takes to get a base hit, a walk, anything like that. He's not afraid to ruin a perfect game by getting hit, leaning into a pitch. So Joey Votto is a gamer. You're not going to get that guy out, especially in that situation. He's going for a hit. Oh no, I don't want to do this to you guys. I don't want to pile it on. I'm talking to you Mets fans. Yoenis Cespedes is out for the season because he just got heel surgery. The reason why I bring that up is because the Mets, they're actively shopping Jacob deGrom and Noah Syndergaard. And now that Cespedes is on the DL, what do they have to play for? I mean, Syndergaard is lights out. Jacob deGrom is probably the most underrated pitcher in all of baseball. He probably should have started the All-Star game, but Max Scherzer being in Washington, I mean, he's going to start every time. But if they trade deGrom and Syndergaard, that will be the end of Mets fans and them supporting the team. There's no way that they come back from that. Jacob deGrom is getting so much interest around the league because, again, he's really good. As soon as he cut his hair, it seemed like he got even better. I thought his hair had magical powers, but I guess not. Noah Syndergaard is getting interest from the Padres. I'm not sure why that is, but considering the Padres just got Francisco Mejia, they're getting a lot of pieces and they're trying to build up their stock. Maybe a Syndergaard trade would work, and they might be title contenders. Maybe not title contenders, but playoff contenders in the next couple years. So watch out for that. Again, Mets fans, I am so sorry that I had to break the news to you that Cespedes is on the DL for the rest of the season. I think he hurt both heels. That's what I heard, that both of his heels were hurting, but definitely he had surgery on one of them. And then Syndergaard might get traded, deGrom might get traded. I just let me pray for you. Dear baseball gods, just be nice to the baseball Met fans for the rest of baseball history, because this season has not been fun. Amen. Alright guys, so that is pretty much going to do it for me today. What I'm going to do to end this video is I want to ask you guys a question, okay? Because I saw this on Twitter and it really got my brain thinking. So the way that I'm going to leave this off is I'm going to ask you guys a question, okay? If you could have one player in Major League Baseball history without any injury, without any drug abuse, who would you take? So the first player that comes to my mind, honestly, is Josh Hamilton. I could not imagine having a full career from Josh Hamilton. And also, I'm a little bit biased. I'm a diehard Indians fan. Grady Sizemore put up insane numbers. I don't know if you guys remember, but this guy was in the home run derby and stole 40 bases. You don't do that very often, but his knees gave out on him, his back gave out on him. I can't imagine what Grady Sizemore would have done over a 20-year career, and considering he was also a Gold Glove outfielder, I would have loved to see him play 20 years. And also Josh Hamilton, even Ken Griffey Jr. with the stats that he put up, he was injured towards the end of his career. So just seeing his stats right now and what they could have been if he wasn't injured. And also one more name that I'll throw at you is Barry Bonds. What would he have done if he did not take steroids? I know he never tested positive, but I think it's all kind of, we all agree upon the fact that Barry Bonds did take steroids. But to be honest with you, I feel like he would have been a Hall of Famer without the steroids. So I want to see his career without it. Where would he have ended up? Josh Hamilton, Ken Griffey Jr., Grady Sizemore. These are all the first players that come to my mind. Who comes to yours? So guys, that's going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. You guys are the best fans on all of YouTube. Subscribe for more MLB content. Like the video if you did enjoy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.